little update on some severe, whoa, let's do that again. Sorry, I just woke up. Finally got a day off, and I'd had a big thing of Chinese food, and I took a nap, and I just woke up and I said, well, I gotta put another video up. It's been 3 days. That's too long. Let me try to say that again. Time for my top 4 extremely reliable firearms. As of right now, in my safe, I've been shooting these 4 firearms very frequently, a lot. I'm not going to give you the round count of each gun, but I'll tell you right now, the Glock 19 I've been shooting probably has more rounds to it than anything. It's like just about at 1,000 rounds. Okay, let me see. Yeah, one more box of ammo, and then it'll be at 1,020 rounds and Hollow-Points and all that shit. And hi, I'm Mr. Glock. I'm the shit. What's up? I'm the shit. What's up? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Know why? Because I don't fail no matter what. Alright, calm down, dude. Relax. Jeez, I can't think. The Benelli M4 I shot this weekend, man, I'm telling you, if you can afford it, if there's some way, if you want a semi-auto shotgun, if there's some way you can swing it or make it happen and get a Benelli M4, that's the shotgun to get as far as the semi-autos go. It'll be your first and last. It just does not fail. I shoot low brass, high brass, bird shot, slugs, this, that, every fucking thing, every single kind of lead they load in a shotgun shell has been through this so far. Now, I'm not going to say thousands of rounds, but lots of rounds, and the thing just will not stop working. It's friggin' awesome. It gives me the same feeling my Glock 19 gives me. If someone broke in my house and I wanted to go shotgun mode, I would, with all confidence, I would be grabbing this Benelli M4, surely knowing it was definitely going to work no matter what. That's the feeling you want if you have to go for any firearm to defend your home. God forbid if you had to do that. There's certain firearms, all my firearms right now, they're reliable, but there's certain ones that it's just like, it's go-to. There's no second thinking it. You just put your hand on it, you know what it is, man. You know it just don't fail. And as far as the long guns go, this right here, the Benelli M4. I'm very glad I put this titanium, extended titanium loading tube on there. It did lighten up the gun a lot, because if you feel the original one, that's somewhere around. Damn, really? Yeah, that's the sound of an old dresser somebody found that somebody else was throwing out and brought it home. That's what that sound is. This is the original one that came with it. I wanted to keep it original because it was, it was the Benelli, and I didn't want to put any kind of different anything on it because the Benelli M4. But the problem is it had this part here because of shipping from Europe, I guess. They're only allowed to have 5 rounds in there for some reason. I don't know the facts. And this could screw off, and you can get a smooth one and screw that on. But a Freedom Fighter Tactical sent me a titanium full length, which are very expensive. He was nice enough to send me that. And I replaced it with that. He said, you will not be sorry. He goes, once you put that on, you'll be so glad you did it. So he gave me that. He gave me the spring, gave me the follower. So it's all 922 compliant. And this is the old one that used to be on there. I just keep it because I just keep it. But I'm getting off track. This is so much heavier than that titanium. So when you hold it up, when you're shooting a gun like this, because these Benelli M4s are heavy. Don't let anyone tell you they're not, because they are. I've held other shotguns And the Benelli M4's got a little bit more weight to them because they have this double, and it's all steel in here. Under the handguard, you'll see there's a double piston system in there, and it's a lot of metal. It's a big chunk of metal. It makes the gun heavy. So when you upgrade this titanium from steel, it really helps a lot. I didn't think I would notice it until I did it. I'm like, wow, it's a big difference. But this is one, definitely the most reliable long gun I have. As far as my AR goes, the Colt's too new. I don't have enough rounds through it yet. So far I shot it. I put about 100 rounds through it. And it's flawless, you know, but for me to grab it with a clear head, it hasn't reached that status yet. This one has, this has, this has, this has. I shot my Smith & Wesson Shield again this weekend during a slow period at work. I promised Mike we were slow. There was a little dead spot in the day, so I went in the range and squeezed another box of ammo through it. And once again, 0 failures. I've put Hollow-Points through it, ran them like clockwork. It was just like, I don't know, man. This is like a great gun. The Smith & Wesson Shield. I can't say enough about it. We can't keep them in stock. I mean, you know how you know a gun's great? When it doesn't look that great and everybody wants it. That's when you know a gun's really great. Because this is like, you know, this is like the ugly chick at the club where you need about 4 or 5 beers before you would even consider going over and talking to her, right? Everyone wants a Glock 19 that knows about firearms, okay? The Shield's really nothing special to look at. It's just I wouldn't say it's an ugly gun. It's not a pretty gun. Everybody wants it because they know how reliable it is. That's why it's a good gun. Okay? Now there are guns out there that look cool and are reliable, but this one is really exceptional. Really, it really is. Like I said, every time I shoot it, constantly in the red, no problems at all. A little 3-inch barrel at 10 yards, for me, is difficult to stay in the bullseye the whole time. It's not an easy thing for me to do. But with this particular gun, I don't know what it is, it's the ergonomics, I can do it with no problem at all. So it's just really crazy. On top of that, it's extremely reliable. So, it's very Glock-like. As far as this class, this style, I don't think a gun's going to top it. Yeah, you could talk about the XDS all you want. That gun's got a long way to go before it can prove it's as reliable as a Shield. It's got a little bit ways to go. Not saying it's a bad gun, but I don't know. That's going to be a tough one to beat. Of course, the HK USP. This gun has been very reliable. It never fails. I've been shooting it, not a lot, but I've been shooting it often. Got a lot of rounds through it. It never fails, no matter what I put through it. It just eats it up and spits it out. Very tactical gun. And to me, this is a very nice looking gun. I like the style of it. And HKs speak for themselves. They're fantastic firearms. Do you have to spend $1,000 for a good firearm? No, it's just preference. If you just want, some people just want an HK, man, because they just want it because of its reputation, its history, its status. It's a friggin' status gun. Okay, how about that? As far as the decocker, I always said the only thing I don't like about this is the thumb safety. I wish it wasn't there because I'm afraid if I had to draw my weapon, say I had it cocked and locked and I had to draw my weapon under stress and I brought the thumb safety down, I might bring it down too far and decock the weapon. Well, it doesn't make the weapon dysfunctional because you could still pull the trigger, but you get that long hard trigger pull. But it could screw you up a little bit. But as far as me practicing with it cocked and locked and knocking the safety down, I haven't yet pushed it down too far, but I heard that does happen. So the best thing to do to avoid that completely is just chamber around, decock it, and just carry it like that. like a Sig Sauer. So the first trigger pull will be, you know, like 10 pounds, who cares? Boom. Second trigger pull will be probably 6 or 5 pounds, whatever it is. So that's how I pretty much I'm dealing with that issue. Rather than to remove that or find a way to remove it, just leave it alone. Okay? But as far as the cocked and locked system, I feel better with it just one in a chamber and decocked and just carry it that way. Okay? And there's your Hst Hollow-Points. This is a 40 caliber. This is the only 40 caliber I shoot really well. All the other 40 calibers, including the Glock 23, yep, I said it. I can't stay in the red. I can hit the red, but I can't constantly stay in it. With this gun, the way it's designed, I guess because of the recoil reduction system and the big heavy slide, it handles the 40 very, very well. So if you want a 40 and you don't like a lot of recoil, look at an HK USP 40. If I'm correct, the USP 40 was built around the 40 caliber. It was built for the 40 caliber when it first came out. I think that's what I read. Okay, so it's designed for that caliber. That's why it handles it so well. Great gun. Okay, the Glock, like I said, it's just about at 1,000 rounds. Not one hiccup. What I like about this gun better than all the other ones, as far as these go, for the way I shoot, what I like about the Glock is there's nothing on the sides, nothing. So the kind of grip that I'm using this spot for my thumb. So when you shoot like that and you have a gun like this, and your thumb, my thumb's kind of on this, okay? So every time I shoot this and it recoils, this rivet and this slide stop lever starts irritating your thumb after a while, so it distracts you. Because the Glock is so slimline and clean, it doesn't bother you. So that's another reason I could shoot this longer and have a better time with it without, you know, anything distracting me, because there's nothing to distract you. Okay? And you know, I got a couple of comments. They're like, well, you know, you're a Glock fanboy and all that. You know what? I'm not a Glock fanboy. I appreciate the genius design, because it's the only gun that you can go like this. Okay? It's the only gun that you can go like this. Okay? Something's broke. I gotta fix it. Okay? Bang. 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 Extractor. Boom. There's your plunger. Firing pin block. Where the fuck? There's a little spring. There it is. The whole entire. Whoops, one more thing. There's the plunger that puts pressure up against the extractor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts out of the slide. In how long? You think I could do that with this? No, I can't, because I need all kinds of special tools to take it apart. Okay? I told you this before, because there's roll pins all over the place, and I have to go get my punch set. Oh my god, let me get my punch set. I know, what size is it? Well, I gotta make sure it ain't too big, because it'll more up the gun. I can't make sure, I gotta make sure it ain't too small, or I'll open up the roll pin too much and I'll never get it out. It has to be the one that's just right. I gotta get just the right size hammer. Are you serious? Come on, guys. If you tell me you don't like Glock, it's either because you're an idiot, okay? Which I don't think that's why. Or you're just not educated. You don't know enough about the gun. Just this in general, that you can do that, It blows my mind. That's amazing. Okay? It's unbelievable. Jesus Christ, my gun's all back together again. Are you serious? Let's make sure it works. Put this all back. Anyone that? Oh, just lost the frame. Same goes with the frame. You can take the frame apart just as fast. Almost. I'm ready to go, man. I just gutted my slide, replaced all the parts with new parts, and I'm ready to get back in the fight if I had to. Okay? Little snap cap around here? Fuck you, Matt. I will not tell that snap cap story yet. Don't have one right now. But just trying to prove a point. This is the only gun that in my whole safe that you could do this with. This is the only gun when you go in a gun store that you can do that with. Okay? So you don't find that amazing? You Glock haters don't find that amazing? If you don't, then you're being an ass. Okay? Now if you don't shoot with the Glock well, if you don't like how it feels in your hand, oh my God, I hear that over and over. I don't like the way it feels in my hand. It feels front heavy. It feels front heavy. It feels front. I mean, seriously? It's funny what you hear, man. When you're holding this gun in a way to defend yourself, you are not going to be even feeling any kind of unbalance. That goes with every gun. I could see if you're a target bullseye shooter and you're one of these one-handed guys, like the guys, they take a deep breath, turn their head sideways, cup their balls, and they're looking down the thing and they take one shot at a time, one shot at a time. Them guys, I could see them saying something like that. But for a self-defense weapon or a range gun to practice defending yourself, hi, I'm your man.